Before we talk about anime, I need to ask you something real. How many times have you told yourself, I don't care anymore, just to stop the pain from reaching you? It is about the choice you have been making every single day without realizing it. That question, that exact question, is what this entire video is about. Two boys, both alone, both misunderstood, both impossible to defeat. One removed every feeling he ever had and turned himself into a machine. One felt every rejection, every wound, every betrayal, and won anyway. Same silence. Completely different souls. And the difference between them will tell you everything about who you actually want to become. There are two ways to protect yourself from a world that hurts you. The first, you build a wall so high nothing can reach you anymore. No pain, no loss, no disappointment. But also, no warmth, no connection, no humanity. You win, but you win alone. And the version of you that wins isn't really you anymore. The second, you feel every single thing, every hit, every rejection, every night that doesn't end, and you learn, slowly, painfully, honestly, to carry it without being destroyed by it. You win. And you're still yourself when you do. Ayanokoji Kiyotaka chose the first path. Hikigaya Hachiman chose the second. And watching both of them, you realize only one of them actually survived. Ayanokoji was not born cold. He was made cold. The White Room took a child, a real child with real feelings, and spent years systematically removing everything that made him human. Emotion, eliminated. Attachment, eliminated. Vulnerability, eliminated. What was left was a mind so precise, so calculating, so completely free of feeling that he could read any person, predict any outcome, control any situation, without ever being touched by any of it. He walks into a room and sees variables. Not people, variables. He watches someone cry and calculates how to use it. He watches someone fall in love and files it away as a weakness to leverage later. He is, without question, the most strategically dangerous mind in anime. And he is also, quietly, completely, one of the most tragic. Because somewhere underneath all that calculation, there is a boy who was never allowed to feel anything. And he doesn't even know what he lost. The first lesson, removing your feelings doesn't make you strong. It makes you efficient. There is a difference. Strength carries the weight and keeps moving. Efficiency simply eliminates the weight and pretends it was never there. Ayanokoji is the most efficient person in every room he enters. But efficiency without humanity is just a very sophisticated machine. And machines don't live, they function. Ask yourself, how much of what you call not caring is actually strength? And how much of it is just pain you learn to stop acknowledging? Hachiman felt everything. Every lunch eaten alone. Every group that went quiet when he walked past. Every moment he reached out and found nothing there. He felt all of it. In the silence of his own company, he looked at his pain directly, and instead of running, he started to understand it. Why do people perform? Because they're afraid. Why are they afraid? Because connection feels like survival. Why does connection feel like survival? Because we were built to need each other, but nobody taught us how to need each other honestly. Hachiman saw all of this, not because he was cold, because he was paying attention in a way that only deeply feeling people can. You cannot understand human pain if you have never felt it yourself. And Hachiman felt every version of it. That suffering, that long, quiet, invisible suffering, was not his weakness. Watch how they move through the world. Ayanokoji sees a person in pain. He identifies what caused the pain, calculates how it can be used, and files it in a mental database for future manipulation. He is never cruel about it. He is never emotional about it. Hachiman sees a person in pain. He recognizes it because he has lived inside something similar. He doesn't immediately calculate. He first feels. And then, from that feeling, he finds the truest solution. Not the most elegant solution, not the most impressive solution, the most honest one. Even if that solution costs him everything. Even if nobody ever knows he did it. Even if he walks away worse off than when he started. Ayanokoji solves problems like a surgeon. Precise, detached, perfect. Hachiman solves problems like someone who has bled before and knows exactly where it hurts. One approach wins the game, the other changes people. The second lesson, strategy without empathy wins battles. Empathy with strategy changes lives. The world will always need people who can think clearly. That combination is the rarest thing in existence. Ayanokoji has half of it. Hachiman has both. Both of them are alone, but their loneliness could not be more different. Ayanokoji is alone because he chose it strategically. He does not feel the loneliness because he removed the part of himself. Hachiman is alone because he refused to pretend. He feels the loneliness every single day. He sits in a classroom full of people and feels the specific weight of being unseen. And he carries that weight without asking anyone to take it from him. One man is alone and feels nothing. One man is alone and feels everything. And somehow, the man who feels everything is the stronger one. Because strength was never about how little you feel. It was always about how much you can feel and still choose to keep going. Now, I want you to sit with something. Because this comparison was never really about two anime characters. It was about a choice that every single person watching this has made, or is making right now. Are you building walls because the world hurt you and calling it strength? Are you becoming colder and telling yourself it's making you more powerful? Are you removing the parts of yourself that feel because feeling costs too much? That is Ayanokoji's path. And it works. You will win. You will be untouchable. You will be efficient and precise and impossible to defeat. And you will be completely alone in a way that has no name. Or are you choosing to feel it all, to sit with the rejection, to carry the wound, to be seen as weak by people who don't understand that feeling everything and choosing to keep going anyway? That is Hachiman's path. And it is slower, and it is messier, and it will cost you things that Ayanokoji never had to pay. But at the end of it, you will still be yourself. And you will have built something no calculation could ever create. Something genuine. One question before you go. Which path are you on right now? Drop Ayanokoji if you've been building walls. Drop Hachiman if you've been feeling everything. No judgment, just honesty. Like this video and subscribe, and suggest me which new character should I compare. See you later.